Hey everybody, and welcome back to the FRAC channel. So normally this is where I'd be doing What's the Formula or Fig Fed News. I'm trying a new segment. And this segment I decided to do because this kind of is what really got me into wanting to build Ultimates. Sorry if I'm getting a little lift, but I have my retainer in right now. I guess I can take that out. Hey, you pay $7,000 to get your teeth fixed too, and you'll keep your retainer in whenever you have to. But that's much better. So, if you ever followed my channel, if you ever watched the old videos, you'll see that I kind of did a thing called Recreate It, the pay-per-view wrestling situation. And of course, I didn't go off customs because I wanted to be authentic to the data and whatnot. So I decided that what I'm going to do now is try to go back and see if I can't make ultimates of everybody from WrestleMania main events, at least, starting with them. So I'm happy to announce, obviously, Mattel hooked us up, of course, with 3 of the 6 combatants. Now, yes, the main event was a tag team match, but Cowboy Bob Orton and Jimmy Snuka were also featured at that show. Now, will we get a Snuka from Mattel? Probably never anymore. So, of course, you got your standard Hogan, and of course, you got multiple different Hogans. This is probably not, this is not the authentic attire, but here's Ultimate Hogan. And then, of course, that series, Mr. T came out. This is from that match. This is the attire he wore at that match. And then, if you've got Mattel Creations, then you can easily get yourself a Roddy Piper. Of course, he has a Monday Night Wars Ultimate coming out, but that's not anywhere close to this. This is more his WrestleMania 1 main event. And of course I was, going through the Fig Fed board, Wrestling Fig board, saying, hey, maybe we need one more guy to complete that. No reply, no response. Some people telling me fat chance that's ever going to happen. So you're right. So I decided, to take my own, I was going to build it, and then luckily Mark, I won't mention his last name, but he started building Ultimates, and I was really impressed with it, so I bought it. And now you have Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff Ultimate. Clearly he used, not a Batista torso, definitely like an Ultimate Warrior kind of torso, but Wonderful was very cut. He was very ripped back in the day. So now you have that tag team. You have Piper and Orndorff versus Mr. T and Hogan. So there's your main event. Now, of course, if you ever watched that match, you would know that at some point, of course, at each ringside, you had Roddy Piper's bodyguard, Cowboy Bob Orton. So obviously, I again found somebody who had built this. This is probably my earlier collection when I didn't build my own. So snagging this was phenomenal. I actually ended up buying, I think I bought a second one of this just so I could turn it into something different as well. I think it became a Drew Gulak, my second one, just because I needed another body. This one, however, you have to, and I did kind of build this one. Use the arms, I used the legs from the Elite. The head and the torso came to me from a different customizer who apparently had put it in the water and boiled it down to kind of blend the colors. And it works really well, I feel like, for Jimmy Snuka. He currently is in the middle of building one where it doesn't have the boots and it's got just the trunks and whatnot. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. More power to him. Because it is ratchet joints, I would not recommend trying to take these legs off because it will break this piece right here. So unless you're willing to do that, or you want to go in there and really cut this thing up, and split this and put that in there to get the legs, and then you have to find the proper boots, a lot of paint. So this works for me for Jimmy Snuka. It's Ultimate style Jimmy Snuka. So that is WrestleMania 1 Ultimate Main Event figure collection right there for those guys. Obviously, more WrestleMania matches come along. We have less competitors. So we'll see how far I can get into this before I run... before I hit a roadblock. So stay tuned.